Hello, Sandeep. Welcome to Hong Kong and welcome to China. Welcome everybody to. Okay. Welcome everybody to be here today, and it's a great honor because it is having a heavy rain outside, and you guys still make it, and thank you very much. And it's also a great honor that to have the founder of Polygon, Sandeep, to be here with us to dive deep into the Polygon 2.0 and the journey all along. And so, is this your first visit to Hong Kong?
No, this is not my first visit. Actually, it's the third or fourth visit. Last year also we were here, and we are very excited about the Hong Kong ecosystem. So, we have, I think, a few team members in the region, so they keep coming to Hong Kong also. Last year we were also planning to open up like a small office here, but till now we have not moved on that. But yeah, I keep coming to Hong Kong, and this is I think Japan is the most farthest in terms of their regulatory clarity. I think Hong Kong would be the the second or third player in that, after Dubai also. We're providing clarity, and slowly I think more and more Web3 talent and companies should come here.
Yeah, hope one day that Polygon can set an office in Hong Kong. What is the most part for the Web3 blockchain week, the upcoming Web3 blockchain week, are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, I am mostly looking for more than the main event. We have a lot of people, a lot of large organizations in crypto, like Animoca guys are here. I'm very close to them, so I'm going to meet them. OKX team is here, so obviously would love to catch up with them also. And then there are a lot of other teams also who have come for Hong Kong Blockchain Week. So more than the main event, I am going to meet a lot of people in person, because a lot of people are traveling for this event here. So yeah.
I think it's a rare opportunity to got Sandeep in person. So very lucky you guys could be here today. So after our section, you have to got him right now. Okay. Hong Kong embraced the digital currency trading last year, and we've seen significant changes since then. And you've been in this game since 2017, I think. How do you see the Web3 sector's explosive growth in Asia and global?
Yeah. I mean, the explosive growth, in Web3 is still very, very similar to 2017, to be honest. It's the explosive growth is there, but only in the token price and Bitcoin and money stuff. But I think we still don't have a lot of users in crypto. Yesterday we were trying to estimate, there are probably 500,000 actual users on chain. Otherwise, all these addresses you see on the blockchain, many of them are not on-chain users. We don't have enough on-chain users in the blockchain space, and that's the painful part for me, right? So and I think Asia, both in China as well as when I see India, Vietnam, Axie Infinity and the Ronin people, really great people doing great stuff. I see that the Asian kind of teams are actually trying to work on more utility applications which can bring users on board. Whereas right now, it seems like a lot of US, Canada, the Western world is more doing either infra stuff, or they are doing all speculative stuff, all these meme coins and this and that, which no problem with meme coin, but I see that Asia trying to do more utility based stuff, And that's what we need to promote. Problem is that with the utility work, the valuations are not there. Like if you are doing some consumer application in crypto, probably your token valuation will not be that high. So a lot of founders again keep getting attracted towards the places where it's less utility and more hype. So that's my that's the part which I want to change in this, and I think Asia and China, Hong Kong, India, all of these locations, developers are doing that more. I really wish that as we are, I think in terms of infra, blockchain infra, there is enough infra available now, whether it's kind of layer 2s, multiple layer 2s, like Polygon is there, and Optimism is there, Arbitrum, then Solana, and all these. There is enough kind of scalability available. With this, like Polygon has also posted this aggregated layer 2 environment where you can have hundreds and hundreds of these layer 2s or thousands of layer 2s. Scalability is available in plenty. And I hope that, in next 1-2 years, 3 years, the industry graduates towards creating more utility-based applications instead of all this hype and speculation.
As you mentioned that there are a lot of scaling solutions, but Polygon's innovation is non-stop. From Polygon POS to zkEVM and now to AggLayer, it's really changing the game of Ethereum scaling. So as a key person of Polygon, so what's the driving factors behind this innovation? What do you want to achieve with Polygon in the bigger picture?
That's a great question. And so you mentioned it very correctly, like, what we are doing, for example, in AggLayer also, we are very clear. Like, for example, when I started in 2017 also, very clear that we want to build this new internet, right? This new trustless internet. And for that, if you want to build the trustless internet, for that, the scalability, like, if you are building, let's say, a layer 1, which you say, I have 50,000 TPS, I have 100,000 TPS. That's great, amazing, a lot of great engineering over there. But is 50,000 TPS enough for the whole world's Web3 to exist? No, right? What Polygon is trying to do is, we want to create an environment where there can be 1 billion TPS. Right? 1 billion TPS means you can basically infinite scalability. You can have and now the Polygon's architecture finally has reached, after we doing zkEVM, this, that, so many other things, and AggLayer, now we know exactly this is how it's going to work. And a lot of researchers, if you speak in the Ethereum ecosystem and blockchain researcher ecosystem, they will tell you that, okay, this is one of the architectures, this is the architecture which can actually scale Web3 to the internet scale. Where like for example, in our mobile apps, you have both Apple and Android together. They have like 7 million apps, not users, million apps. And users are around like 4 to 5 billion users. And this is only mobile I'm talking about. If you talk about web apps, there will be at least like 10, 20 million, 30 million other web apps also. So if you need that, if you want Web3 to become that big, like at internet scale, you are also going to have 1 million, 2 million applications, right? So if you have that kind of applications, then your net TPS that you need is like billion, like I'm saying, infinite. You should have technically infinite TPS. So that's what Polygon is building towards, because we are very clear. We don't want to play for the middle game, which is right now, let's say, right now some of alt L1s are doing well. Like, for example, Solana is doing well. They have 20, maybe 10,000 TPS or whatever. We know that we don't want to play this game. We want to play the game where, if that works, this becomes the internet. This becomes very, 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 very big. And that's what we are focused on. So you are already seeing many of these apps now app chains and ecosystem chains launching on Polygon. I'm not sure if anybody from Japan, A-Star Network is there. Then you have OKX chain going live, and all of these chains are launching and connecting into the AggLayer. So then the benefit is, let's say when OKX chain connects, we want OKX chain to become the global on-chain, on-ramp service, right? So if if OKX chain is connected into the AggLayer, now if you are a OKX user, you can just say, okay, I want to deposit on, let's say there is any chain connected on this AggLayer. You can just mention, okay, this chain, and then from the exchange you can deposit the money and in the OKX chain, and it can go directly to that chain because all the chains are interconnected extremely closely. So we call it bridge and call. So you bridge to OKX, or you send money to OKX chain and then bridge to the whatever chain where you want to go. So now suddenly you can have hundreds, thousands of these chains. Like I know for a fact that in Polygon ecosystem itself, we have around maybe 150 or 200 chains lined up. And this is when like we are just starting, like this CDK like just getting mature. I think in next 6 to 12 months, you will see like hundreds and hundreds of these, app chains coming on board. My goal is that maybe by end of 2024, if we can reach 100 live chains and probably 1,000 chains in the pipeline, that will start feeling, good to me. And my internal target is definitely by end of 2025, maybe it's aggressive target, maybe 10,000 chains connected into the AggLayer. And you will see, you are going to hear so many of these, like even large institutions, like in Hong Kong, we are, talking to various large enterprises, regulators, and this and that. And with this architecture where the AggLayer, where there is a connecting layer and you have Polygon CDK, anybody can launch the chain. So this is infinite scalability. Just like today, when you launch a mobile app or a web app, you launch your own server. You don't go to somebody else's server, shared server, and say, I want to launch an app on your chain, right? But with all the blockchain, it's shared blockchains. All applications are in one single chain. And then one day, one particular NFT drop is happening or ICO is happening, gas fees goes up for everyone. This is not how Web2 is built, right? So, and there is no reason why, users will accept bad quality of service in Web3. So with this CDK kind of structure, people can launch, applications can launch, and ecosystems can launch their own chains, but they all are interconnected with the AggLayer together. And that's the final architecture of Polygon, like after 6 years of research and, iteration and all that. And this architecture is only that we see that this can actually take to the internet scale, and we'll be, very extensively working on that. So that's the end game of Polygon. Now, like I also say many times, like this is actually, people think Polygon is there for 6-7 years. For me, this is the first year of Polygon. Like this is where Polygon is now getting born fully. Like now CDK getting matured, I think maybe by Q2, I would be able to say, okay, this is the day zero of Polygon. And here we start. Like people think, okay, Polygon is 6-7 year project. For me, it starts Q2, first time. Like I keep saying internally, we are like in 2015, where Ethereum was in 2015. We just start now because of this architecture.
Everything's just get started. Yeah, it is true that Polygon is really redefining the L1, L2 dynamics and shifting from competition to cooperation, opening up realm of possibilities. So how does Polygon see itself in shaping the future with AI, real-world asset, and deepin, etc.?
Yeah, again, that's a very good question and statement that with this AggLayer, we have become complementary to all the other layer 1s, layer 2s. So you have near protocol connecting into this AggLayer. You have, we have like all the top, like people are going to launch OP stack chain connected into the AggLayer and Arbitrum chains. And they can have the value distribution can, happen in a complementary way. This is the biggest power of AggLayer. And then as you asked about deepin and AI, we know that a lot of these big projects are launching in AI, in deepin. Like for example, in AI, there's one project where I'm directly helping the project also very closely. It's building on Polygon. It's called Sentient, right? So it's built by the co-inventor of 4G, Princeton professor, and like a very high quality research team they are building. So that will be like, for example, a core AI blockchain on Polygon, right? Similarly, in deepin, You have projects like, you have Demo, you have Witness Chain. These kind of projects are launching on Polygon, which are like, again, the top projects. Like, for example, Witness Chain they have an EigenLayer AVS. And for the chain, they are using Polygon CDK. They are also launching in the Polygon ecosystem. I think that will be the defining deep-in application in the Polygon ecosystem. Similarly, there are multiple more launching. So, but again, you see this architecture. AggLayer is like a combination of everything, and then on top of AggLayer, you have so many things launching, right? You have like the the topmost exchange, exchanges in the world, like OKX. And then you have, biggest of the biggest enterprises. You will see some of the announcement, like some of the top Fortune 50 organizations, enterprises launching chains. Then you have like proper games, like DGen, like both sides, like DGen and, on the other side, enterprise. And in between, like all the, kind of CFI, DeFi, everything launching on the AggLayer. And this is just getting started, and it's going to accelerate in the coming days.
Okay, when the architecture is great and ready, more developers want to join the ecosystem. But Polygon ecosystem is very vast and very great. So, what advice, what guidance would you offer to developers who are in China, who want to dive in and make their mark? And how should they start and make a meaningful impact?
No, because see, I can say very standard stuff that, oh yeah, do this, good applications, this, that. But I'm just thinking, as a founder, if I am a founder in Hong Kong right now, what would I be doing to take my project further? And I want to give. How many founders are here? Like anybody who's building their own company here? Few people. Okay, few people. Yeah. So I think one thing I always recommend to all the Asian founders is that a lot of this funding and valuations, because as a founder, you want to survive your company, you want to raise funds for your project, you want to build the next stage and all that. So for that, a lot of this comes from the US and the Western world, right? Like the English speaking world, to be honest. And as much as we dislike it, because I also started, as in India and all that, it was very difficult, right, initially. And people always have a discount for that non-US companies or non-American company, both including US and Canada. Maybe some parts of Berlin and UK is still fine. But otherwise, generally, there is a discount for all the founders outside of this region. So what I tell the founders is that think about something where you can increase your presence there. Some ideas could be that you kind of like almost onboard a co-founder or hire senior staff in, let's say, New York. A lot of crypto narratives and these VCs valuations is driven from New York. So try to have either a very senior person or even onboard a co-founder. So you also have a balance, right? As a founder, you are in Hong Kong or India or wherever, Vietnam, wherever you are. Try to have, like, for example, Axie Infinity. See, like again, the same this thing. You see, they have a very strong team based out of Vietnam, but they also have a European co-founder. They have Jiho. And Geo is like proper US person. In the past, he's connected to everyone and all that. And that brought their good work, whatever Axie and Ronin, amazing work they were doing, that brought that to the visibility of the larger crowd. So for me, again, like in summary, the Asian founders are very good at building tech, but they're not good at building narratives, storytelling, and business environment, business ecosystem. So that is my biggest advice to all Asians, because I can't give them advice on technical. They are very good right, in terms of building the technology. And they work really hard. They build really good technology. But their story doesn't reach the right places. So to make that story reach the right places, you have to spend a little bit, but okay, hire a senior person or get a co-founder from US and then start building your English-speaking community also. This is also another mistake. Like when you're a founder in India or Hong Kong, your core community is also you build a Indian community or Chinese community, all that, right? Which is good for the start, but you should also try to make yourself look like a global company. So build from Hong Kong, but build for the globe, and for that, like have proper English-speaking community with you, co-founders who are plugged into the main Web3 ecosystem in US, and that kind of stuff. These are small examples. Even when we are thinking of the users, when I speak and I brainstorm with a lot of let's say Asian founders, particularly many Indian founders I've spoken in the past, and even when they are thinking about the product, when I am asking, okay, how will you do this? How will user think this? And when they are thinking of a user, they are thinking of either Indian guy or let's say if somebody is a Hong Kong founder, they are thinking of a Hong Kong user, right? But instead of that, they should be thinking about a user in, global user, right? How will he feel? What kind of user experience he needs? All that. That's my main advice for them. Everything else we have, like Asian founders have everything in them. They are super smart technically everywhere, strategically also. But yeah, this part is storytelling is missing with us.
Yeah, thank you for your advice that for developers or founders in Asia, please, they should make their team more globally and focus on the storytelling, the narratives, and other stuffs, and to make your product that could be accepted globally, not in just limited in these areas. So, thank you for your time. And because our meeting time is very limited, and I think this is the end of this section. And if you want to catch up more with Sandeep, I think you still got time if you can call him. Yeah. So I will give. I will be around for 10-15 minutes. I just landed in Hong Kong, overnight flight, so I couldn't sleep well. So I'll be 15-20 minutes. Yeah, if you want to speak about something, please come by. I'll be here. And good luck to everybody. Oh, by the way, we have our head of Asia Pacific, Sangmo also there. He's going to speak, yeah. So, feel free to get in touch with him also. Okay, thank you.